What's up, family? It's Kahir the Conqueror here. Family, I just wanted to talk about opportunity today. It came to my mind and I was thinking about opportunity. It's very fortunate when opportunity comes to you because, like the song by Eminem, Lose Yourself, he says, opportunity knocks once in a lifetime. Opportunities can come and go. They come and go. So when it does come your way, the suggestion is to take full advantage and to be open-minded, because opportunities don't always look or pan out to be exactly how you might want them to be, if that makes sense. Like, you just never know if you're closed-minded and extremely restrictive with things. So it is important for you to expand your horizons and be open-minded when it comes to them. To go into more depth, like I mentioned in a video not too long ago, but not extremely recently, of like, we all are enough, and you need to adopt if you don't have the mentality of like, I'm enough, and you have to work on your self-worth and your self-love and things like that, because it's made manifest in many areas of our lives where we don't really understand how certain limiting beliefs and misconceptions and doubt and fear, all of that stuff can leach out and hinder us. So one thing I realized in learning as I've gone through teenage years and now into adulthood, where I shied away from opportunities that were hand-picked for me, if that made sense. Like, maybe a little fortune came my way, plus I prayed. So stuff came and I didn't do anything with it. Or maybe I got in my own way, or maybe I was too anxious or shy or something, or didn't feel enough and didn't feel worthy and didn't capitalize on the opportunities gifted to me. So guess what? I mean, eventually stuff will fade. Stuff will go away. Like Eminem, opportunities can knock once in a lifetime, certain kinds. And sometimes you get a second or maybe a third or fourth or fifth chance and they come back around. But the point of this part of the message is that I realized, like, yo, I need to take advantage. I have to challenge myself, because nothing good comes from just comfort alone. So you have to be willing to be uncomfortable, as people say, and as I have said in a video probably long ago, but I've talked about it here and there. But like, all of these themes connect. I'll probably continue to say that, but like, I learned so much from saying yes to opportunities, taking on challenges, and like, even if it's not what you want or exactly where you want to go and be, you learn, you build your repertoire, you expand your skill set, and hopefully, if there's some sort of divine plan, fate, and things like that, you're being prepared for whatever it is. Another thing, not outside of myself, that I realize is that, I don't know, I feel like people struggle with that concept. Like, I don't know why, and I won't speak for them, but like, I think one thing we can do as a service to those who we love and care about, friend, child, romantic partner, colleague, coworker, like anybody you care about, you know how people tell us stuff, I got this going on, or what do you think? You know, because people need that validation and that support and recognition and you know what I mean, suggestions and things like that. When they tell you about the things and the opportunities coming their way, like, encourage them. You're enough. Go for it. Do it. And if it don't work out, do something else. If you fail or something like that, you learn. But like, there are people who I've known and I see where opportunity comes to them, and it's like I mentioned in the video, you have to be careful about counting yourself out before it even happens, if that makes sense. Like, it's like you can't go in thinking you're gonna lose already and expect to win. That makes sense, but it also like sounds contradictory, like it's silly. But like, people don't take advantage of opportunities that come their way for no really good reason. If favor and fortune is granted upon you, I think you should revel in that. I think you should take advantage, not in a bad way, but accept it. Also because it doesn't stay around forever. Like, without getting into specifics, like, there are people who I knew who were like on the fence with stuff, or like I said, just going through that little mental thing of counting themselves out, or I don't know, I'm not sure. And it's like, that opportunity can be taken away and then given to somebody else who will do something with it. So it's not gonna be around forever. And I was talking in prayer about this, where I was like, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of stuff I asked for, you know, just being young and, you know what I'm saying, learning and developing and all of that stuff, right? I'm like, it's a lot of stuff I asked for. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when you look back and reflect, be introspective, as I've mentioned in the video before, I'm like, many opportunities came and I just either didn't do anything with it, or I was like on the fence and stuff. But like, I regretted that. And I was talking and I was like, you know, so it's even weird now to boldly ask for more opportunities when I'm like, opportunities that I came for, and some of them very specific, and I mishandled them. And the opportunity is general here. That's for you to discern. And like, the opportunity can be a job, career, something like that. It can be an experience. It can be, you know, in matters of the heart, love, and romance. It can be anything, like whatever the opportunity is, you define that. So because I had those regrets and I learned and I saw how, like, once it's offered and like you don't do anything with it and it's gone, like you should feel a little silly. So to compensate for that, as more opportunities came around, I just started trying to take advantage of every single one. And I learned that I like that better, more so than the latter, where I don't choose and then it gets taken away, and now you're sitting and looking back, like what could have been, what should have been, basically regret and dwelling on the past. And now in my prayers, I'm like, if other beneficial opportunities, or opportunities for the things that I ask for and desire and want, if they come around, I'll try my best to take full advantage and to put myself in position to thrive, etc. And I also saw how with the people who didn't take advantage of opportunities, or whatever the case may have been, like just what could have been, and like stuff doesn't pan out. And then to kind of like link it a little bit to another message I made not too long ago, pretty recent, like where that's a form of abandoning yourself, where it's like, you know, as time goes on and you continue to numb and suppress and push stuff to the side, it's like it's gonna creep up, and that regret builds, and you know, you don't see that stuff, but that stuff builds and it, you know, festers inside of us, and then it comes out. So just the moral of the story, and to summarize this, is like, for yourself, if opportunities come, take advantage. Like, you have to, at some point in time, get used to being uncomfortable, because the benefits from the opportunities and things like that can sometimes be on the other side of fear and discomfort. So that's the first. Second is like, if favor and fortune and stuff like that comes your way, it's like, if you win the lottery, are you gonna, you know what I'm saying, be like, I don't deserve to? No, you're gonna get that money. So whatever the opportunity is, like, if something is offered to you, or something that's good, or maybe better than what you have, as I mentioned, you define the opportunity. Don't feel bad. Like, that's an issue of self-worth and what you think you deserve and stuff like that. Like, good things should happen to you, should come your way. So when they do, take advantage. And number 3, what I feel like we can do to help each other, like, the people that we love and care about that talk to us and tell us stuff, support them. And people need help with that, like, as I've learned, because I mean, I ain't never really think that much of myself, but I'm like, yo, if an opportunity comes my way, I feel like I deserve it. I earned it. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't just come from outer space. So help them feel worthy and supported, and like, encourage them. Like, you're enough, go for it, and figure it out along the way, if you know what I mean, and encourage them and tell them to take advantage, as long as it makes sense, because opportunities come and go.